Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the expanded list of available options. You can import your team builder created teams and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to time to figure out where on the... Now for the fun part. Here, congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. college football's most iconic location and perhaps even more impressive, clad in the home team blue at night. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Utes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bruins offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
To the air. It's Iamaleava. Spits it out to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12 who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
So Utah's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches, and because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quick release by the QB.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
Trying to do it on the ground. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the way.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
And the missed connection on third down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Utah offense returns, ready to go back on the attack. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He's looking deep. Snacks it down the right side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's his 2nd big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. where. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Utes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Woods. And to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless. You can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Utes decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense is really struggling, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Finds his man. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. The Utes send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's going for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in.
Got some room to run. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the youth just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the ground with the counter.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Using his legs to buy some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Right on the money. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Dampier. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him. And that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got his man. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. Here he comes with the return. And the return will be knocked down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Got his man quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, they're after him. Myers on the move. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Got his man downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Utes trying to cash it in on first and goal. To the air, it's Dampier. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Coaches practice red zone more than ever, especially defensive. You know you're going to give up yards. You know they're going to pile it up like crazy now with spread and with tempo. What a great job the last 2 plays by this defense. Stopping the...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Utes. Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about the protection up front? The big fella's doing their job. He just sits in the pocket. He sits in the pocket. Wide receivers break off their routes. He finds the open guy for the big play. Nice job of protecting your quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. He just
brings it in down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge going after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Utes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Zings it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Leaves it with the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Utes have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Utes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This guy's having a game that feels like half a season for some. He's over 450 yards.
And he is so dialed in with his offensive coordinator and play caller with what they want to do and how they want to attack this defense. It seems like every single snap, he's read the coverage. He knows exactly where to go with the ball.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Looking deep down the right side. And it's his 4th interception of the game. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Using the quick game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just...
He's got it inside the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team,
Nightlight City gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UNLV's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Calandria. The quick out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Gums. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. UNLV is coming off its best 2-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were 1 game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that now.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Keeps looking downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Glover. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Glover. There he goes. Lowers those pads. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. The ball pops out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Offense in an empty set.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Steps away. He'll pull it down. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He breaks a tackle. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Rebels are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. Complete to the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
UCLA 42, UNLV 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rebels offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air. It's Calandria. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gums. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll try to pound their way in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The snap sets up to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many.
Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Working that left side now. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gums. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field is Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. And the returner goes down. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Rebels line up to punt it away.
4th down coming up.
Special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This time he's got it.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Poor starting field position here for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the outside. Breaks free. Touchdown, Bruins. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Rebels offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from them.
And you want it to be.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Lobos will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So UCLA's offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to
Turning it on! So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Give to the running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just...
He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So New Mexico's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to take off. Picks up what he can and then slides.
And now, and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs, because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? Always trying to find that guy.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the game.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
simply designed. It's to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, and they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over UTEP. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete to the left. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Lobos are flying down the field. Looking for a crease, it's Humphrey. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on third down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah.
He lets it fly. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, UCLA! in week 3, they have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And off from the shotgun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Miller. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Lobos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Humphrey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They send the tight end in motion. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense...
Loose in the middle. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Thomas. At the 45 on his way. Knocked off his feet.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 25. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Lobos headed quickly to the line.
And that's good enough for first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The short hand, it's Johnson.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, New Mexico.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He turns it loose to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Up-tempo for the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Now, Yeah, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offense
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. They'll go to the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Going to sling it on second down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wiggles free. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pressure coming. Scrambling away. Inside the 10-yard line, it's shoved out of bounds at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Lobos send out the punt unit. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He'll pull it on the read. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Gonna run it. It's Humphrey. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Lobos. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to advance on the football.
Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that It's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the right. Oh, he drops it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. It's complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, UCLA! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Thomas. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between.